And hey everyone, it's Jeff here, and today we're diving deep into the wild, wonderful, and sometimes totally overwhelming world of nursing school. Let's be honest, nursing school is tough. Like, I just googled is it legal to live in the library tough, but here's the good news. You can make your life a whole lot easier by steering clear of the 5 most common mistakes that trip up nursing students everywhere. Trust me, I've seen it all, and I want to help you start your journey on the right foot. My goal with this video is simple. I want to set you up for success from day one. Whether you're just starting your program or you're in the thick of it, avoiding these pitfalls can make such a difference. I'll break down each mistake, share some real talk about why it happens, and, most importantly, give you actionable tips to fix it before it sabotages your sanity. So, grab your iced coffee, put on those compression socks, and let's get real about what not to do in nursing school. Ready? Let's jump in. Oh, okay. Let's talk about the first big mistake trying to memorize everything. I totally get it. You open your textbook, see the mountain of information and think, if I just remember every word, I'll be golden. But here's the thing. Nursing isn't about regurgitating facts. It's about understanding what's actually happening in your patient's body and why. Memorization might get you through a pop quiz, but nursing school, and especially the NCLEX, wants you to connect the dots, not just recite definitions. That's why those random scenarios in tests seem so unfair, right? They want to know if you really get it. Instead of cramming, focus on the why and how. For example, don't just memorize the symptoms of heart failure. Understand what's causing them and what you'll see at the bedside. Use active learning techniques like teaching the material to a friend, drawing out concepts, or using case studies. Trust me, explaining why Mrs. Johnson's ankles are swollen will stick with you way longer than just memorizing edema equals heart failure. Remember, you're training to be a critical thinker, not a walking flashcard. So, let's ditch the all-night memorization sessions and start building real knowledge that'll actually help you take care of patients. Mistake number 2, waiting until the last minute to start practicing NCLEX-Style questions. I know, the NCLEX feels like a far-off nightmare you can worry about later, but getting comfortable with those questions early on is a game changer. NCLEX questions are a different breed. They're not just about what you know, but how you apply it. Starting early means you'll be less shocked when it's time to take the real deal. Here's my advice. Work a few NCLEX-style questions into your study routine every day, even if you're a first semester student. Don't just glance at the right answer. Dig into the rationales. Why was that answer correct? Why were the others wrong? This is where the real learning happens. Plus, you'll get used to the tricky wording and the dreaded select all that apply questions. Seriously, who invented those? Simulating test conditions, timing yourself, setting aside distractions, will also help calm your nerves when it comes to actual exams. The earlier you start, the more second nature these questions will feel. You've got this. Or let's move on to mistake number 3, struggling in silence and not asking for help. Listen, nursing school can feel like you're on a roller coaster with no seatbelt sometimes, and it's totally normal to feel overwhelmed. But trying to tough it out on your own is a recipe for burnout and missed opportunities. There is no shame in needing help. Seriously, even your instructors needed help when they were in your shoes. If you're stuck, reach out early and often. Professors and clinical instructors are there for you, not just to grade your papers, but to guide you through the tough spots. Don't be afraid to email them, show up to office hours, or ask questions in class. Study groups can be a lifeline too. Sometimes your classmates explain things in a way that just clicks. And if you need more support, there are always tutors and tons of online resources out there. Remember, asking for help isn't a weakness. It's one of the smartest things you can do. You're building your support system now, and trust me, you'll need it not just in school, but throughout your nursing career. Oh, and mistake number 4, skipping self-care. I know. When your to-do list is taller than your IV pole, taking care of yourself can feel impossible. But if you're not at your best, how can you take care of anyone else? Nursing school is a marathon, not a sprint. If you try to power through on 4 hours of sleep, 3 coffees, and a granola bar, you're going to crash. and you won't be able to show up for your patients or yourself. Make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine. Prioritize sleep as much as you can. Your brain literally needs it to process all the information you're learning. Schedule breaks, get moving, even a quick walk counts, and keep snacks and water on hand. Check in with your mental health too. Whether it's journaling, meditation, or talking it out with friends, don't ignore the signs of stress. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's essential if you want to make it through nursing school and thrive in your career. The fifth and final mistake: treating clinicals like just another box to tick off. Look, I get it. Sometimes it feels like you're just there to get your hours in. But clinicals are where the magic happens. It's your chance to put all that classroom learning into practice and see what nursing is really about. If you just go through the motions, you'll miss out on so much growth and experience. Be proactive in your clinicals. Don't be afraid to ask questions, volunteer for new tasks, or seek feedback from your preceptors. Build relationships with your clinical instructors and the nurses on the floor. They're a goldmine of wisdom and tips. Take time after each shift to reflect. What went well? What would you do differently next time? This is how you turn clinicals from a checklist into a launchpad for your career. Remember, these are the moments that will shape you as a nurse. Dive in, be curious, and make the most of every single patient interaction. Future, you will be so grateful you did. All right, let's recap. The 5 biggest nursing school mistakes: trying to memorize everything, ignoring NCLEX questions until the last minute, not asking for help, skipping self-care, and treating clinicals like a checklist. But here's the best part. Every single one of these has a fix. By focusing on understanding over memorization, practicing NCLEX questions early, reaching out when you need support, prioritizing self-care, and being proactive in clinicals, you'll set yourself up for an amazing nursing journey. I know nursing school can feel like a lot, but you are not alone. We all make mistakes. It's how we learn and grow. Every day you show up, you're getting closer to your goal, and I promise, your future patients are already grateful for the hard work you're putting in now. Keep pushing forward, lean on your support system, and remember to celebrate every win, big or small. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you found these tips helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with your fellow nursing students. Drop your biggest nursing school challenge in the comments. I'm always here to cheer you on. Until next time, take care of yourselves and keep being amazing.